Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Dadalaye. Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. We are studying Bhagavad Gita. Every chapter of Bhagavad Gita is so nectarian, and every word, every verse is so nectarian. So we'll cover one verse today. And yesterday we were talking about text 2.70. We'll do a quick revision. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kama yam pravishanti sarve sashantimapnoti nakama kami. Yes, Mataji, would you like to also try? Do you get a chance to review that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I don't know if I remember.
No worries. At least you can try a few words and then.
Sure, Prabhuji. Apuryamana jala pratishtha samudra apa pravishanti sarve. Pravishanti sorry, what was that? Pravishanti yadvat.
Yadvat, yeah.
Yadvat. And then it was tatvat yama pravishanti sarve.
Sashantimapnoti nakama kami. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Anita Mataji also joined. Happy Krishna conscious birthday to you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. I'll be just on audio, Prabhuji. I was just messaging you. So.
Oh, sure, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
I was thinking if you have a favorite verse, we can cover that today, since it's your birthday.
Yeah. Nischintayanto mam ye jana paripasate tesham nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So this is one verse that is always running in my mind. I think I don't remember any, but at least this one and like just few of other verses I remember.
Wonderful. So this verse will dedicate on your birthday as an offering to Lord Krishna, since you like this verse. So this is from chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita. Anyone recalls the chapter title? Chapter 9 is Rajvidya, the most confidential knowledge. So 922. 911 is very important. 92 is important. 922 is also important. I was just looking at it's not in the 25 verses. Okay. So I think most of you know this, but we'll still do this. And it's a small purport. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, Kinchitadhita, Ganga Jallav Kanika Pita, Sakradeva Murari Samarcha, Nat Kriyeta Yamena Charcha. Maline mochinam pumsam jalasnana dine dine sakrit gita amrita snana sansara mal nashanam. Hare Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariyupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogo shemam vahamyaham. You want to recite, Sharma Mataji?
Prabhupada. Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupashate Tesham Nitya Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Hare Krishna.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack, and I preserve what they have. I carry what they lack, and I preserve what they have. Purport. One who is unable to live for a moment without Krishna consciousness cannot but think of Krishna 24 hours a day, being engaged in devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, worshipping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, rendering other services, cultivating friendship, and surrendering fully to the Lord. So, what are these? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, prayers, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, right? The Navda Bhakti. Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, right? All these are the Navda Bhakti process. Cannot unable for a moment without Krishna consciousness. Such a deep. That is like Ananyas Chintayantoma. Exclusive. Such activities are all auspicious and full of spiritual potencies which make the devotee perfect in self-realization, so that his only desire is to achieve the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what is the only desire? To achieve the association of the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee undoubtedly approaches the Lord without difficulty. This is called yoga. There's another verse, Tasyaham Sulabam Partha. To that devotee, Krishna says, I can be very easily obtained. This is yoga. But by the mercy of the Lord, such a devotee never comes back to this material condition of life. Shema refers to the merciful protection of the Lord. The Lord helps the devotee to achieve Krishna consciousness by yoga, and when he becomes fully Krishna conscious, the Lord protects him from falling down to a miserable condition of conditioned life. Hare Krishna. Very, very simple. Even a good employer, let's say someone did service, right? I'm not talking about the current employers. There are some, employers like they would do a lot of service. The employee would do, let's say, 20-year, 30-year, 40-year, and then what the employee would do? Okay, you have served me so much. They'll give him the plans so the rest of the life they can live peacefully without any hurdles, without difficulty. If someone does that to the Supreme Lord, how much more the Lord will take care. Ananyas Chinta Yantoman. If we are exclusively worshipping Krishna, exclusively remembering Krishna, then Krishna is exclusively remembering us. If we are 20% remembering Krishna, 80% Maya, then Krishna will also reciprocate accordingly. So this is a very hope-giving verse. Yoga Shima Mahamya. Krishna says that yoga and Shima, I provide what they lack. I carry what they lack, or I provide what they lack, and I preserve what they have. So in short, bhakti is never, there's no back gear in bhakti. There will always be, Krishna is going to support his devotee. Krishna is going to, any shortcomings we may have, unintentional mistakes we may do, Krishna is going to help us out. Classic examples, so many examples are there, when Pandavas were in distress, so many places we see how Krishna protected them. Mother Draupadi, Pandavas, so many cases, Gajendra's example. In this context, a story comes to my mind. But before the story, let's take some thoughts. If anyone has any thoughts in this connection for 922 verse, or anything from the purport struck you. Anyone has any comments before in this verse, 922? Is it Hannah? Hannah joined?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's me.
Hare Krishna, thank you for
Hare
joining.
Krishna.
So we just read this verse and we were discussing about that how anyone who exclusively worships the Lord with devotion, meditating on the transcendental form of Lord Krishna is so merciful. He provides what they lack and preserves what they have for a devotee. So there are multiple stories in this connection, but one classic story which comes, is the story of Gita Panda. So it's inside. I don't have it handy again, but I'll try my best to recollect and share the story of Gita Panda. So there was one devotee of Lord Jagannath who was always meditating upon the Lord, who was a very sincere Brahmana, very, very nice, sincere devotee. His name was Arjun Mishra, people also known as Gita Panda. He was reading Bhagavad Gita with unflinching faith, right? Very, very sincere. People called him Gita Panda, like expert in reading Gita. His name was Arjun Mishra, great devotee of Lord Jagannath and very sincere, simple, and very poor also. Generally, Brahmanas are poor. But he was very, very happy, satisfied, as we discussed. One who is satisfied actually is the real wealth. So his wife, seeing the kind of sad situation or poverty at home, said, why don't you do something? We don't have food, the kids are hungry, the home is grainless, right? So his wife kind of chastised him and became angry. Why don't you go and beg something? How will we take care of our 3 children? They'll die, we'll all die. But Gita Panda was not disturbed. He showed him this verse. Which verse? 922. Ananyas chintayanto ma ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogashemam vahamyaham. The Lord will provide to those who are sincerely worshipping Krishna Bhakta. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kore Sudrida Nishchay Krishna Bhakti Koila Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. जो भक्ति करता है, one who renders unalloyed devotion as we discussed, if a sincere servant is dedicated to an employer, a master, then won't the master take care of him? Let's say the richest person maybe in India, let's say Ambani. If someone is like let's say a chef in Ambani's house, if their daughter's marriage, or can that chef be in poverty, right? Certainly not. If that chef is a sincere serving for like decades in his at Ambani's place, won't Ambani take care of him? Certainly they will, right? If an ordinary person like Ambani, I'm calling him ordinary because as per the Supreme Lord, his wealth is like not even a tiny fraction of the Lord's, right? You know, unlimited wealth. So in that lens, the millions of Ambanis put together are very, very ordinary because millions of Lakshmis are serving in queue in the spiritual world. So in that sense, all of us are very ordinary, even the richest person of the world. So he showed this verse that the Lord will provide. And she became angrier, right, on the husband's behavior. So, and she did not have trust on this, right, because the children were hungry. So what she did, Gita Panda was resting after some time. She took the book. Actually, yeah. She first scratched the this that I don't believe in this. She scratched the the text, the verse in the book. And as Gita Panda was resting, two very, very innocent and magnificent boys, very, very beautiful, came and brought lots of ingredients like rice, dal, vegetables and wheat and all the ingredients required for the entire grocery. Instacut. The entire, you know, grocery for the whole month, for the whole family. These two boys brought. One of them was dark, and the others was having white complexion. The dark boy told that he heard all these, and so actually the white boy mentioned that he heard all this, and then he's brought, and actually he said that we have to give this to Gita Panda, and then he was resting or he was out, and finally he said that he showed that there were marks on the tongue of the dark boy, as if someone had hurt him, and he could not speak. And he showed the marks also on the tongue. And then she couldn't realize. And then as soon as Gita Panda was about to come, and these two boys kind of disappeared after giving everything. And then this wife narrated the whole story to Gita Panda or Arjun Mishra. And this Gita Panda said, well, I have no friend. And the wife said, your friends came, two young boys came, dark and they were very beautiful. And one of them also had a peacock feather. So they looked amazing. I had never seen such boys in the village before. And then the husband, Arjun Mishra or Gita Panda, realized that they were none other than Shri Krishna and Balaram. And while the tongue was crushed because Bhagavad Gita is coming from the lotus mouth of the Supreme Lord. Not having faith, scratching that verse was like scratching the tongue of the Lord. So this verse has a beautiful story of Gita Panda. So in short, we should have faith. Pratigya tava govinda name bhakta pranashyati iti samsmritya pranam sandharyami ham. Life में कितनी भी कठिनाई हो, no matter how difficult the life may be. This is the verse spoken by Draupadi Mata. सबकी life में कठिनाई होती. There's no one whose life is bed of roses. वो सिर्फ pictures में ही होता है. It only happens in the real world. In the real world, there will be struggles, there will be hardships, there will be challenges, there will be unprecedented situations in everyone's life. Pratigya tava Govinda. Oh Govinda, you have done a pratigya, your solemn vow. Name bhakta pranashyati. Mera bhakt, name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. Why? Because तेषां नित्यभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. जिसको प्रोटेक्ट करने वाले भगवान हैं, उसको कौन कुछ कर सकता है? मारे कृष्ण राखे के राखे कृष्ण मारे के. Hiranyakashipu was trying to harm Prahlad by so many ways. So many ways. But Krishna was protecting him. So millions of Hiranyakashipus cannot do anything if Krishna is protecting someone. And by the way, Hiranyakashipu was like the head of the three worlds. Practically everyone was under his control except for Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. This is the power of the Supreme Lord. So you should have faith. Pratigya tava Govinda. Krishna will protect. Krishna is going to take care of our yoga shema. Krishna is going to take care of our good and bad. Krishna is with us. Krishna is not going to leave me. Krishna will never break his promise. The best of the wife, the best of the husband, the best of the children, of the parents, of the grandson, granddaughter, grandparents, or the best of the jobs, the best of the money, millionaire, billionaire, the best of the homes, the best of the cars, they cannot protect us beyond, even the best relatives, they'll only accompany till the deathbed. What in the next life? I'm an ant. It could be a dog, could be a snake. Who's going to come with me? Will my wife accompany me? Will my son, daughter, parents accompany me? No one. Will my job, my degrees, my manager, my subordinates, no one is going to accompany. Only Krishna is going to be with us. Yoga Shemam Vahamyam. If we have that faith, Krishna, I am yours, you are mine. You will not leave me ever. I will not leave you ever. This is our connection. This is our eternal connection. And then life, no matter how hard it will become easy, right? Why? Because our best friend is with us. And the best friend is the most powerful person, most wealthy person, most intelligent person, most munificent person, most powerful in every aspect. Then why worry? If Hari is near, then why have any fear? Hare Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariyupasate desham nityabhyuktanam yogashemam mahamyam. Any thoughts, comments so far? Anyone wants to share? Any realizations, any reflections? Nita Mataji, Hannah Mataji, Shurma Mataji, anyone wants to share any thoughts? Nikant Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Just one thing that comes to mind, that Krishna says Ananyas, but वो Ananyas कैसे आएगा? Like वो तो नहीं हो पा रहा है ना, exclusive, like we are not able to do it exclusively.
Exclusive in the sense like by time or by like
by mind, like जब कर रहे हैं तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ कृष्णा को एक्सक्लूसिवली मतलब डिवोट कर रहे हैं टाइम, या लाइक सोच भी रहे हैं तो सिर्फ कृष्णा सोच रहे हैं.
practice. It will come through practice, right? We are all trying. Bhakti is a gradual process. So we try, right? We try our part. We're all trying our part. So Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Nityam Ananyas. So we try that even if we are spending, let's say, 10 minutes, those 10 minutes, and live in the present. That's what senior Vaishnavas say, that we are chanting, let's focus on the chanting. We are cooking, let's focus on the cooking we are doing for Krishna. It's for Krishna. Okay, yes, I have to feed my children. That's fine, absolutely fine. There's nothing bad in thinking. But again, trying to dovetail that thought. Yes, I have to feed my kids, but these kids are not just my kids. They are, given under by the Supreme Lord under my care so I can serve them to be better devotees. That thought itself is a great change of consciousness. Same with anyone. Going to work. Okay, Krishna, let me do good work today, whatever my office, my business is, so that I can use the resources, the people I meet, and try to be an instrument in the hands of God. And then gradually we will see that our consciousness will increase, our Krishna consciousness will increase in quality and quantity both. And I'm also just theoretically saying, and eventually we'll get to Ananyas Chintayantuma. Like, what is Ananyas? Ananyas is unable to live for a moment without Krishna consciousness. That is Ananyas. एक minute, एक moment, what to speak, moment is pal bhar, he's not thinking of anything non-Krishna. Cannot but think of Krishna, like the gopis. This is a stage of the gopis. They were blaming Brahmaji. Hey, why did you created the eyelids? That eyelid, that for a fraction of a second, you're not able to have darshan of Krishna. And engaged in service, devotional service. Bhakti means devotional service. So we just have to follow this process. Nothing new. Shravanam, Shravanam. Again, this is another bhakti process. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, remembering, Archanam, Vandanam, what's that? This is serving the lotus feet. Archanam, Vandanam is Dasyam,
Sakyam, Atmanivedanam.
Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. What's left? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam. Okay, so actually I messed up the order. So Padasevanam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam, Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu, Bhaktischa Navalakshanaha. Prahlad Maharaj. These are the 9 things. So the more we do these, the more we'll become Krishna conscious. The more our quantity and quality will increase. Simple. Simple or simple? The more we spend time with Maya and materially motivated people, the more we'll get there. Every moment is a choice. So how to do this? Again, regulate. If we are giving 1 hour to Krishna, give 1 hour 10 minutes. If we are giving 2 hours, give 2 hour 10 minutes. Ultimately, Krishna has given us everything. And whatever we do, we try to remember Krishna and do that as a service to him. Not saying to give up job, college, family, etc., but dovetail. And it takes time, it will take practice. We're all trying that. So you're on the right path. It's your birthday today. So very happy birthday. And we all pray that you become Nanyas Chintayanto Mam devotee. You're always thinking of Krishna, and Krishna will always take care of you and your family and all your dear ones. Haribol. Any comments, thoughts? Is it okay, Mataji? Does that help?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Yes.
You're a much sincere devotee. I'm learning from you to how to be more Krishna conscious.
No, no, Prabhuji, that's not true. Hare Krishna.
Hannah, you have any thoughts or questions? Thank you for joining.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, Hare Krishna.
Hare
So I really like I have been tr the one thing that you just mentioned about like every second is a choice, where you're making a choice whether you're gonna spend it to do something for Krishna or you're gonna do something which is other than Krishna was really powerful. I feel like I face that so much in the day too. Like it's so difficult, but
you. Actually, that's a quote by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Moment by moment, we make choices, and those choices shape our destiny or future. Life is a journey from B to D, a line segment from B to D. B is the birth, D is the death, and in between the B and D is the C of choices. And depending upon what choices we make, moment by moment, day by day, week by week, month by month, year over year, we will have a different destiny. Even in material life, like the child has a choice to study or not study, right? Every day. A child who continues to choose not study, there may be no change overnight, right? Oh, I didn't study yesterday. Look, I'm just as good as you. But moment by moment, like a company, right? Any company downfall doesn't happen overnight. Moment by moment choices. Any student does not fail in like one day, right? But moment, or even to good things, like someone winning an Olympic medal. Will just one day of practice make them win Olympic medal? Certainly not. They have made choices daily, on a daily recurring basis for years, for decades probably. The food they eat, the exercise. So similarly, a devotee also has choices. The food we eat, the habits the kind of people we keep company of, the kind of consciousness we have, the kind of, attitude towards life, attitude towards people, attitude towards devotees, that shapes our Krishna consciousness, that gives us spiritual strength. Thank you for your thoughtful reflection. Anything else before we wrap up for today? Okay, so tomorrow is the day of Ekadashi. I believe it's the, which Ekadashi is that? Pavitra Ekadashi? Yeah, Pavitropana Ekadashi is tomorrow. So on Ekadashi, we don't consume grains, or in short, we fast and remember Krishna more through all these processes as we discuss, hearing, chanting, etc. And tomorrow also marks the day of the Radha Govinda Jhulan Yatra. So where the swing pastime Jhula and Yatra begins for a few days. It goes on. So in many temples, this happens, the Jhulan Yatra. So we will pause here for today and continue tomorrow. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Rashmi Mataji. Good to see you as well. You have to unmute. You're speaking something. I can't hear you. Please unmute.
Sorry. Enjoy your spending the evening with you reading Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.